We appreciate you joining us here on Valley News Live as we cross through the 10 o'clock hour. Here's what we're looking at, and we're going to start right with the headline. It's warmer air. Take a notice of the white line on here. The white line, that's the freezing line, or 32 degrees Fahrenheit. The black line, that is the sub-zero air that we've been dancing with way too often lately. As we set this into motion, heading out of our Monday and into Tuesday, whoop, here comes the warmth. And it's going to feel fantastic. In fact, the green colors you see here in the Air Mass Battlecast, that's the mild air. It really gets mild across all of South Dakota, all of western North Dakota. And then as we see here, many of our counties here will have a shot at getting to above freezing even. That's a huge warm up over where we've been. And that 0 degree line, it is way out of here. And how long does it stay? Well, not very, but notice this. Over the majority of our work week through Friday, we stayed between freezing and 0. So a little bit above average for this time of the year. Not too bad, but only the one real warm day. Then after that, we have a bunch of hiccups to deal with. Brief warm up, but then followed by an Arctic blast as we go beyond next weekend into next week. We'll keep our eyes on that because we do have a chance of snow in there. We're going to go over all of that. Let's get to what's going on right now. Here's the 0 degree line, and up to the right of it, that's where we have sub-zero air in many locations. But notice Fargo has warmed up since we talked at 6 o'clock. Instead of around 2 below, we're at 0. And that trend is going to continue. Look at Dickinson. Look at Hettinger. It's almost 30 degrees out there in southwest North Dakota. Wind chills here 20 to 30 below out there. So it's breezy enough to have a little bit of a nibble to it. Not the full bite that it's had over the last several days. And the radar showing flakes, as we talked about earlier. Roseau County there, all the way from, say, Badger into Roseau and Boar Road. A little bit of flakiness, not out of the question there, and not enough to really cause too much of a concern. 0 now in Fargo. Our wind, though, has really picked up the pace. As we talked earlier, it was under 10 miles per hour, and now we have gusts to 30. That makes it wind chilly, right? But the south winds are going to transport milder air right here into the valley as we head to bed and do some snoring. Now, as we rise and shine, 7:30 in the morning, that west wind will start to increase in our western counties. Temperatures will be in the single digits, but because our wind will be 15 to 20 miles per hour, these pink digits here show you the wind chills will still be 10 to 20 below. So bundle your bus riders up and give yourself a little extra time to go. Now, tomorrow we'll feel a little blustery because of these gusty west winds, over 30 miles per hour at times, driving temperatures up into, watch this, 31 Fargo, 31 Grand Forks, above freezing for many of our southwest counties, and still well into the 20s for our Minnesota neighborhoods. As we head into the evening hours, we stay very mild. Increasing clouds could yield a sprinkle of rain late tomorrow evening out to the west. Now, I did mention snow. We get through the whole work week, but once we get through like Thursday night, then we'll have a chance of this making its way in. This is the American model showing some flaky, suspicious activity here, starting to work in with a low pressure system coming straight out of Saskatchewan. So it's not an Alberta clipper, really. I guess we'll call it a Saskatchewan screamer. And this thing does race through, but it spends enough time here where we could have some wind and concurrent snow causing wintry conditions as we go through your Friday. We'll keep you posted. Models are indicating we could have a few inches in some of our counties, and notice most of it is on the Red River Valley and Minnesota side of the river. We'll keep you posted. Look at your day tomorrow. 31 wonderful degrees. There's your January thaw. It lasts one day, and we don't really get to a thaw because it's not above freezing, so I guess technically we're not there. But it will be the warmest day, likely of the month. We may have another shot later in the month because look at this. Here's your snow beginning late Thursday, most of the day Friday. Saturday we cool off. Then another little warm up with another chance of some snow. After that, there's that Arctic nonsense we talked about returning. It begins its return on Monday. No first alert weather days yet, but I cannot guarantee that, maybe Friday is something we're watching real closely for you.
I was beginning to think red was our default weather color because so many days were red over the last couple of weeks.
We were trying to count them, and I think we lost count. So.
Thanks, Hutch.
You bet.
Parents and grandparents, listen up. Mark your calendars. Details on Paw Patrol Live at the Fargo Dome are next.